Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on when you are seeing this video. Welcome to our season special episode of Let's Talk, and I am your amazing commentator, Omotolani Ige. Today, we'll be talking about the fire incident that took place at the Dangote Refinery on the 26th of June 2024 in Lagos, Nigeria. Welcome back, guys. Let's get right into the conversation. Nigeria, possessing 37 billion barrels of proven oil reserves, stands as the biggest oil country in Africa. Crude oil is a major source of income for the Nigerian economy, seeing that the oil and gas sector provide at least 95% of the Nigerian's foreign exchange earnings and 80% of its budgetary revenue. It's a problem that we still depend on imported refined fuel products due to lack of domestic refining capacity. This stirred the need for a refinery in Nigeria, and this is where the Dangote refinery that suffered a fire outbreak recently comes in. The big question is there any policy by the government that could have ensured that this did not happen in the first place? Yes, we will be picking our discussion from the angle of policies that guide the oil and gas sector today. There are several policies like the licensing and permission and the environmental regulations, health and safety standards, the policy of transparency and corporate social responsibility, and other policies like that aimed at ensuring there's a balance between economic development and ensuring that the environmental protection of the oil and gas sector and the people is secure. Although these governmental policies are in place, there is no guarantee of any form of safety or security, not just for the people, but for the oil and gas sector in general. The spokesman of the Dangote refinery, Anthony, referred to the incident in a statement as insignificant and just a minor occurrence that did not cause anyone to be bothered or raise any form of concern or alarm. Well, I beg to differ and say we should be concerned. First, the cause of the problem was never stated to the public, and neither was any form of precautionary measures that would be taken by the company mentioned for reassurance of safety and government to the people. And the government, on the other hand, they've not held the company responsible, even with the claim of having a transparency and safety policy in place. The detriment of having a refinery in a residential area is more than a concerning reason for us to be worried, because first there'll be a lot of pollutions, exposure, damages, contaminated water, harmful chemicals and toxins released in this environment in the process of production of this oil or refining state, and this does not support the environmental regulation policy that the government seems to have put in place. The health effects of living near a refinery is mostly chronic and gradual. According to the publication made by Californian government in the United States, some adverse health effects of living near a refinery include increased rate of asthma, birth defects, neurological damages, cardiovascular damages, a lot of other issues like blood disorder as well. And another research conducted by the Pub Medical Center in 2020 shows that the proximity to a refinery is in close relation to reasons why people have cancer. If we take a dive away from the people, let's talk about the economy. Right, we see that the Nigerian economy would be in jeopardy if the Dangote refinery does not take responsibility and try to brace up and do better. In a country where 5.8% of its GDP comes from oil, we cannot risk having our source of economy resting in the hands of people that do not care or would not follow precautionary measures, because first the government has given them the right, because by not making sure that the policies that are in place for oil and gas are very effective, it just shows that there's going to be a lot of problem for us. So to prevent further damages like the one that has already been caused, the government should look objectively at the situation and potential risks surrounding the oil and gas sector before blindly deciding that the safety policies that have been put in place are enough to keep not just the oil sector but the people in Nigeria safe. It shouldn't be that, oh, we are trying to solve a problem by getting a refinery and then we end up causing more damage than good. Thank you very much for watching. Until I come your way again, stay blessed.